A question for you. Has there any progress been made with the department over the last few months?
Regarding which one?
The medicines.
Medicines. Thank you, Deputy. Mr. Doyle.
Well, look, the summer period is challenging for lots of developments, and it has been quite slow. But the development of the MVPS, yes, it has been progressing. But again, the lack of interaction from the veterinary profession to that MVPS is halting greatly the further and development of that. From the point of view of the co-op software providers and the department, yes, they have been interacting with them, but there's lots of questions, unanswered questions, which again hinge around the veterinary profession interacting of how they might actually populate the MVPS.
And you know this term responsible person that everyone refers to. Has any progress been made on that?
In what way? Sorry.
Well, like, is there going to be any recognition? My understanding is that there would be advice out there that would say that there is openings under the regulation under the European regulation for the interpretation to be looked at in a way that would accommodate those people. Has there any, breakthrough or anything been done that way?
Not to my knowledge, no. But again, we're discussing maybe what we discussed earlier, which is the retrospective amending of legislation in 2007, which now empowers the responsible person to be de facto prescribing. So the department has been made aware of that in perhaps 2 years ago, perhaps 1 year ago. Yeah. I'm not sure of the timeline. And again, it has now been refined in its question that put to the department, which again I maybe alluded to earlier. So we can only hope that the department looks more positively on the same question. And
is there, did I hear or was I hearing wrong? Is there some legal challenge being taken against the department or something at the moment? No,
I wasn't aware of that.
Right, maybe not. It might be just talk that we're. And in relation, when you say the department needs to look at this and decide, when do you think, or when, how long is a piece of string? Like, is this expected shortly, or when has it all to be finalised that it's one way or the other?
Well, the time frame that we have, or that we do know of,
I understood, by the way, that the time frame of some of this was last summer, but it seemed to be getting kicked, and I remember every member here at the meeting that was here at the time, I think they were going to do one system by February or March, and they were going to have everything up and running in a few months, and by summer it was, hey presto, we're away. But you're saying now we're heading into October, and they're still not deciding one way or the other, are they?
No, we haven't. The full version of what's going to be outlined or implemented on the 1st of December has not been given to us yet to road tests. No, and again, go back to the timeline. It was supposed to be implemented in 29th of January, was when the EU regulation was there, and has been deferred to the 1st of December. So here we are, but we still have a lot of groundwork to do if it's to be implemented. But again, I go back to our initial ask. There is a legislative method there that the Minister is empowered and can do to amend the 2007 legislation, which will ensure that the responsible person maintains their current responsible position in de facto prescribing and dispensing products. And that's the big question to put to the department.
Okay, thanks.